Hey guys, 420 Dragon here. We're going to be playing a different deck today. Still the Pauper that you know and love, but we're going to be actually playing the red whites. So we got our Palace Sentinels, we got our Sky Fishers, we got our Glint Hawks, Thraben Inspectors, get a bunch of value. This is Carve's list. I think Carves is a very good player, so I feel good about copying his list. And let's get into a match. Here we go. We're on the play. This sounds great. We've turn 1 Inspector. Turn 2 Sky Fisher if we want it. Or turn 2 Prism, and then we can Sky Fisher the Prism. But I think I might just Sky Fisher this Inspector here, so we can start getting beats. Definitely going to lead with the Inspector. We have a Bolt to deal with any early threat. Ooh, looks like we're up against Affinity. Interesting. So I'm going to hit the face here. Now let's play the Sky Fisher. I'll pick up the Inspector. So I'm just trying to get a clock online here. I've got a Forger. Okay, so... Oh, nice. This Galvanic Blast. So I think I'll just blast this. I was gonna block with the Inspector and try to bolt it, but I think just blasting it, getting it out of the way here, is gonna be a bit stronger. Chromatic Star after a Thought Cast. Okay. So here, let's go ahead and hit the face. We're clocking in here for our damage. It's pretty strong. Getting a lot of damage. I'll just go ahead and sack a clue here, see what we can get into. So I think I will just play the Vial here. Can stop a creature from attacking or blocking. Help us get in more damage. They go with Thought Cast here. And a star. So it looks like our opponent's pretty mana screwed here. They missed 2 land drops in a row. I'm just gonna sack this clue. I guess I should have played the Prism first instead of sacking the clue. Whatever, I'll play the Prism. There's a step. Okay, I think I want to play the Mountain so I can cycle step. This is kind of fun. We're just hanging out. Our opponent's mana screwed. We're hitting for 3. Some good magic. We're just playing creatures. Attacking. So let's see what this is. Red mana. Looks like maybe an ATOG or there's a G-Blast. Sure. So that hurts our clock, but hopefully we can try to dig into a Sky Fisher or Glint Hawk. Okay, our opponent's just going to scoop it up. They've had enough. So moving to sideboard, we got, let's see, for the Affinity, we definitely want this Shaman. This is like the nuts hate card for Affinity. You just plop it down and then pay 1 mana for a bunch of Stone Rains. This destroys enchantments. There's 2 copies of this. We could bring in like a Pyroblast or 2 to counter Thought Casts. They might also be playing the 5/6 and Perilous Research. So I'm not quite sure what we want here. Guardian of the Guild Pact might actually be good enough here. They don't play too many creatures. Like the only creature that actually blocks it well is Mirror Enforcer. Oh, definitely we don't need Electrickery. I'm definitely just cutting that. So let's see, we got there's an O-Ring main deck. This is the I just sort of copy and pasted this this deck offline. So some of these card choices are surprises to me. But I think this is good. Let's just resubmit this. And we should be pretty well set up here. Hopefully we draw Gorilla Shaman. Alright, this hand's a mulligan. It only has one land. It also does not have Gorilla Shaman. And the one land's a bounce land. This hand's a lot better. Our opponent mulligan to 5. Wow. There's a garrison on top. I think I'll keep that. It's just going to help us hit our lands. It's going to give us red mana. We just play the Inspector. And we just sort of get to go with the same opening we had last time. Gonna go with the Radiant Fountain here. We can bounce it with the Garrison next turn to gain some extra life. Wow, our opponent misses their 3rd land drop again. That's pretty unlucky. But, you know, it's the way she goes. So I'm just gonna lead off with this Vial here. I think I do just want to keep spending all my mana instead of playing a Garrison. There's the Enforcer. So it's a little annoying that we didn't play the Garrison, because now we can't actually blast it. Prophetic Prism would be a really good draw here. Okay, so they did tap it, though, for Thoughtcast. So we can just keep clocking. I'm gonna play the Glint Hawk. Pick up the Vial. We can do this before we play the bounce land, because in case we draw, like, if we draw an untapped red source, then we would be able to just blast the Mirror Enforcer. That would be pretty strong. Yeah, this is a great spot here. We're pushing 5 to the face, and we have 7 out of hand. So I guess we don't actually have enough red to do all our burn spells. But we should be able to get at least a 2-turn lethal here. So what's this? An ATOG? Okay, that's pretty scary. So I guess we do actually have the Strands here. So that's probably going to protect us pretty well from an ATOG. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and... well, actually... I could attack with the Thraben Inspector here. No, I should leave it back for Prismatic Strands Flashback. I think this is just a lot safer. Because what I was thinking is that we could attack... and then if the opponent blocked with ATOG, then we could actually use Lightning Bolt, and that would make them sack 2 permanents. And all their artifacts are actually pretty good here. So I think that would be kind of annoying for them. They might sack, like, Darksteel Citadels. But I think we should probably just try to push this lethal. So I'm just going to hit the face here. Pass the turn. We have up Strands, and we can end of turn G-Blast the face to set up for a lethal here. Okay, there's Carapace Forger, and they only have 1 card left. So even if it's the Fling or a burn spell for our creature, we can just Strands it. So the ATOG's not even coming in here. I'll take 8. The opponent might have the Fling, and then they're just going to go for it. So they got like a Thoughtcast. No, they have the Serpent, sure. So that's okay. I'll just blast your face. Crack a clue. Is it BM to crack my clues here? It probably is. He has 0 cards. Okay, and then I'll bolt the face. BM, of course, is bad manners. Alright, that was a nice quick little match. So why don't we hop into another one? Make this video a twofer. So we're back for round 2. This hand, or sorry, we won the die roll, so we get to go first. Now we have a hand. This hand is kind of slow, but I kind of want to see if we can keep this sort of slower range of hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep, see what happens. It's got a bunch of value, so we all know how much I like value. It's hard for me to pass on this end. We got so many lands. Okay, so it looks like we're playing against Bogles. So we're going to be really looking for a Prismatic Strands here. That's probably our best card in the matchup. We are kind of tacked for Bogles. We got some hate. These are nice little forests. They've got Commune, so it looks like they've got a pretty slow draw here. This is going to let them get, like, whatever Bogle they want. Or they can pick up another land enchant. Let's see. They pick up a Ledgewalker. And so we are just continuing with the slow-ass shit. We have Prism. I think I'm gonna... Because I could set up the Monarch next turn, but they will be able to take it back with the Ledgewalker that they play. So that might not be so good. Maybe I can just play the Fountain and cycle the Cave. I think this is better. We can, like, bounce it back and just sort of build up a little life buffer, which maybe buys us a turn or two. So this looks like a Ledgewalker here. We're gonna make a red. Cycle this. Okay, there's the Strands. That's actually, like, probably the best draw. Sorry, you can probably hear the dog. It's Violet. She goes crazy. She goes stupid. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the Crag here. And, play a Vial. Suppose I should have played the Vial first. Wow, Electrickery. So you don't have quite enough to overload it, which means that the opponent will get to enchant their creature. And our Electrickery won't actually end up doing much here. Hopefully it's just like a Rancor. Like, if it's just some enchantment that doesn't boost its toughness, that would be like a miracle. But it kind of has to be one of those. This looks like a Mask, yeah. Alright, so the Mask is pretty good. So I'm thinking that the plan here... Glinhawk's a great draw. The plan here is that we can sort of wait. I'm going to play the Bog here just because I don't really want to bounce a tap land. And I can't bounce the Fountain. I guess I could have bounced the Fountain if I used this. That was definitely a misplay. I should have used the Radiant Fountain to make white and pay for the Glinhawk, and then I could have bounced the Fountain. But anyways... this way we don't have to discard two. Maybe this is actually alright. I think the plan here is to just sort of wait till they threaten a lethal attack. And then we'll drop Strands. And then the turn after we drop Strands, we can go Palace Sentinels. And then flashback Strands. So here is a Commune. They can pick either a Pilgrim... They could go Pilgrim for Ethereal Armor. Looks like they're just going for Armadillo Cloak. So maybe I actually have to Strands this. Because they gain 9. I think I do. So I'm going to go Strands, name green. No blocks. So then we can go Palace Sentinels here. Bounce land, pick up the Fountain. Hit the face. So we are going to have to try and race this Bogles deck here. We're going to draw an extra card. Pass the turn. We're definitely going to flashback Strands here. This is going to be a pretty hard game to win, I think. So it looks like they're picking up another armor. We really are going to need to draw, like, the second copy of Strands. That's really our out. So I'll go ahead and flash back the Strands. Name green. There you go, Ethereal Armor. Instead of 16, 16. It's pretty big. Another armor? Okay, so got a really big guy. So let's just go ahead and blast the face. Okay. So we need to start drawing cards to try and hit the prismatic strands. Just blast. Oh man. I just realized I blasted their face, but I didn't have Metalcraft. Yikes, that was a bad play. Okay, so I'm gonna get Metalcraft here and then I'm gonna blast the face. I shouldn't have done that. Shit. I should have just played the Vial. Then we would have had one more draw at strands. So that was a misplay. So let's hit the face here. So now I just get the one draw off the Monarch. We didn't hit. So yeah, we're just dead here. I think I played pretty suboptimally there. I could have had one extra draw to try and hit the strands. Ooh, we have 3 strands actually. Okay, nice. So we'll definitely bring in the Leave No Trace. This can destroy a lot of enchantments. You just target the Armadillo Cloak and their whole army falls down. I think I will bring in the Trickeries too. Journey to Nowhere is basically unplayable here. Bolt probably doesn't matter. And we can try to just keep them, just basically the most cards that interact with their strategy we're going to bring in. Because Electrickery can kill Bogles before they have a toughness boosting enchantment. So we're just going to try to hit from all angles that we can. So this hand doesn't really have any cards that interact with the opponent. And it can't really even cast our Glint Hawk on curve. I mean, I guess we could do turn 3 Glint Hawk. But I think that's still pretty weak. I think this hand's a little better. If we find a red source, then we can actually interact early on. Nice, okay. So now we can hold up Electrickery. So when they play their first toughness boosting enchantment on a 1/1 Bogle, we can just blast it. Blast it with the Trickery. So we're going to go with the Sprawl. Alright. See, they went with green. So that looks like they're going to play a Bogle and a green enchantment next turn. I'll just play Great Furnace. Oops. And we can just hold up Electrickery here. That way if they try to go with a toughness boosting enchantment, we can just Trickery their guy. So there's Vestige. Let's see how this plays out. They get green. And they just have an abundant growth? Okay. It's not super scary. And they have a Glade Cover Scout. And if this is like a Rancor or whatever, I'll let that resolve. Yeah, so I'm going to just crack the clue here. Another Electrickery is not bad. I'll drop the Fountain. And I'm going to just hit the face. If the opponent tries to put any enchantment on their 1/1, I can just go ahead and Electrickery. If they try to put a Rancor, I'd probably let that resolve. Just because that wouldn't actually boost the toughness. So we could still Trickery when they play another enchantment. So they're just going to attack. Looks like they have a pretty weak draw here. Make a white for Ethereal Armor. Okay, so definitely gonna Trickery that. So it would be kind of scary if they went with another Bogle and then played like a white source and another armor. But it looks like they don't have it. Here, I'm just going to go with the Vial. Wow, another Electricity. We're rich. So yeah, we're just going to run the same play again where we wait for them to enchant it. And then we go with the Electricity. Yeah, so Electricity. And this is just so good. We just got 2 2-for-1s against the Bogles deck. That's just going to be so hard for them to come back from. They have no board. So we can just pass here. I'm going to keep holding up Electricity. I don't want to give them any opening. We just have so many more resources than the Bogles player at this point. I just want to make sure that they don't sneak anything by. So here comes Heliod's Pilgrim. This one doesn't even have a hexproof. So if they try to enchant this, we can just Galvanic Blast. So there's a Prism. I could either go with the Prism or the Guardian here. I think I'm just going to play the Guardian. It'll increase our clock. Give the opponent less time to draw out of it. There's a Forest. A Bogle. Oh no. Shit. Yeah, so we did actually get caught with our pants down here. They are going to be able to enchant this Bogle. Yup. So now we kind of need to draw like Leave No Trace. There's a Strands. That works too. So this is actually a multicolored creature, so can't really attack with my Guardian. There's a Rancor. Okay, so we're going to be taking a bit of damage here. Hopefully they don't have a Cloak to give it lifelink. Okay, sure. So they're going to fight the Inspector. So let's see. Looks like they probably shouldn't have any more powerful green enchantments. So let's see here. We could just go ahead and slam the Sentinels next turn. If they top deck, like, what is it? The Mask? If they top deck the Mask, then we just die, probably. But, otherwise, we'd be in a pretty good spot. Okay. So the opponent, they're going to attack for 9 here. And we draw a Thraben Inspector. So let's see, what would we be dead to? We would be dead to I guess not that much if we just went for it here, because we can always block. Oh wait, the opponent will actually steal the Monarch though. Maybe that's okay anyway. I think I just want to get it online. And then we can hopefully start drawing to our power cards in the matchup. Like Leave No Trace and more copies of Strands. So I'm going to just hit the face here. They don't have a lifelink yet, so we just want to keep racing. We draw a Great Furnace. Let's see. Hopefully this isn't one of the cards that kills us. Oh no. Okay, so it's a Cloak. It's pretty good. It doesn't quite kill us, but it will gain them a bunch of life. So I don't have to block here, so I'm going to not block. They're going to gain 12. They're going to get their Monarch. And this is alright now, because we have the Strands up, so we can just Hit the face with all our dudes. All of our dorks. Take back the Monarch. I'll crack a clue here. Then play the Garrison, pick up the Fountain, and pass. So now this turn we can go Strands. Next turn we can go Fisher, pick up one of these artifacts, replay it, and then flashback Strands. And so we're actually getting quite a few draws here to try and hit more of our combo. Opponent makes a smart move here. They attack with the Heliod's Pilgrim. Oh wait, that just means I'm dead. I'm at 1. Oh man. Fuck. Yeah, oh shit. I fucked this game up really bad. That was really, really bad. Guess that's learning. So that was a nice fun match against the Bogles. Why don't we try to get another match in here? Okay, looks like we're up against Andreas Gur here in round 3. And this hand is interesting. It has no white mana, so I think this is a pretty weak hand. I don't think we want this. I'm not quite sure what Andreas Gur plays, so I can't really metagame here. And this hand looks a lot better. Yeah, Prophetic Prism seems pretty good here. I think I'm just going to open with the life gain land. Looks like they're on Affinity. I don't know about this main deck Electricity. I feel like this might be a little outdated. Really hasn't been super good in our games. In these matchups. So they got the Krark Clan Shaman. Am I scared of that at all? Not really. Let's see. I could Psycho the Forgotten Cave here. If I hit an untapped land, it's pretty good. Because then I get to play Glinhawk. I think I'm going to do it. I really want to hit an untapped land. I'll just play Garrison. And next turn, depending on what they do, if they play a 4/4, I'll probably Journey it. Otherwise, I'll probably just play the Prism. So they just have their own Prism. Looks like they're up to 6 artifacts. 7. And here come the Mirror Enforcers. Okay, no Mirror Enforcers, it looks like. That's pretty good for us. Yeah, so I'll just go with the Prism. See if we can get this untapped land here. Okay. Not quite lucky enough to get the untapped land. That's okay. So this deals damage to each creature without flying. So if we play our 2/3 flyer here, would actually brick wall his squad. Let's see. Hopefully we draw a land here. If we don't draw a land, I might go with the oh, Atog is scary. Hopefully they're not flinging me right now. Oh man. Shit, dude. They're totally having fling. Oh, I hate this. Okay. So here we go. Here we go, folks. Here comes the fling. Yep. 15, 16, 17. And here comes the flang. Yep. Okay. So we got flinged out. It's pretty annoying. I don't like losing to fling. Let's bring these leave no traces. Oh wait, no. What am I talking about? That card destroys enchantments. Let's bring this Gorilla Shaman. Let's see. We could bring in Circle of Protection Red. Bolt doesn't actually seem that good here. Most of their threats are like 4/4s or ATOG. Maybe I just cut all the bolts and bring in some lone missionaries. Because with the ATOG combo, our life total is actually a pretty relevant piece. This guy can block frog mites too. Maybe this is good. I think I'm going to try it out. I'm not quite sure if this is optimized, as it were, but I think it looks pretty good. I think Bolt is kind of lackluster in this matchup, if my old knowledge holds true. Alright, so here we go. We're on the play. This hand sucks. We have no mana. This hand's a bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. There's an artifact land. I think I don't really want that. Would be an untapped land, but I think I'm fine curving out with tap lands. Hopefully we can draw more spells to be able to interact with the affinity player. So we really just need to draw a prism, and then we get our little engine online. So here's their prism. Man, I want a prism. Okay, so we drew another land. I'll just go ahead and Bajuka Bog. Opponent goes with Seed of Synod and Gearseeker Serpent. Okay. So I'm definitely going to journey the Gearseeker. Yeah. So let's draw a card first. And we drew Radiant Fountain, which is actually pretty great here. Oh no, we already played a land this turn. I thought that that would let us play the Glint Hawk as well. But hitting a land is still pretty good for next turn. Just gonna remove the 5/6. Its collection is vast, yet each ship has a special place in its heart. Cool. Cool flavor text. This is some pretty cool art. So here comes ATOG. That's pretty scary. There's a Guardian of the Guild Pact. So maybe we just throw down this Guardian. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, what, 12 ATOG damage right now. So we're actually fairly safe here. Oops. Should play the Guardian. And the Glint Hawk here. I don't think we should be dying next turn. They would need like a bunch of Thought Casts and cheap artifacts. Let's see. They got Great Furnace. So that's a 15 power ATOG. They need 5 more artifacts. So no attack here. We would just block. Could play the Prism. Ooh, there's a Palace Sentinels. I don't mind that. I'll draw another card. Ooh, nice, a land. So I think I'm just going to keep building out my board here. Again, I think it's going to be pretty unlikely that we get flinged out here. and there's not really much that we can do about it. We can Galvanic Blast the ATOG to make them sack a couple artifacts, which I think I might do next turn, just to sort of mitigate the possibility of us getting flinged out. I like that the Galvanic Blast went on one of our creatures. That means that we're a lot less likely to get flinged out. So the Forger here is not super scary, because we have this guy who can block it indefinitely. We got Palace Sentinels too. So I think I'm actually just going to attack with the Skyfisher here and pass. If they attack with both creatures, we can put this guy on the ATOG and this guy on the Carapace Forger, and they would have to sack 2 artifacts to ATOG to kill our Palace Sentinels. So that would be rather annoying for them, I imagine. His Springleaf Drum. So let's see, what's the ATOG at now? It's at 6, 12, 18, 19. Okay, so they do attack with both. We're just going to go ahead and block here and block here. So let's see what happens. And they're going to pump up the ATOG. Yep. They're going to pump up the ATOG again. Sure. That's okay with me. And let's see, do we want to do anything end step? We have 8 damage out of hand. Oh no, we don't actually have Metalcraft right now, so it's a crucial piece. So let's go ahead and play this Vial. See what we get. Oh. Oh. Yeah, baby. Alright, so let's play Gorilla Shaman. They have Hydro. Oh. Sure. So let's just go ahead and Boros Garrison, pick up the Fountain. We're still in a pretty chill spot here. I think I'm just gonna blast this Carapace Forger right now. And hit the face. So we're drawing 2 cards a turn. The opponent is not. This is a pretty good setup. The Monarch is busted. So they have one of those. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 18, 19. It's not quite enough yet. Just go to our turn. We can just play this Radiant Fountain. Play Prophetic Prism. Another G-Blast. Alright. So we're getting pretty close to assembling a lethal here. We also have this Enlistment. Get some fuckers out. Hit the face. So we draw a card. Cop red. It's alright. Protects from ATOG Fling. Here's another ATOG. So let's see. Here, we can make one not block. And then we could put him to 9. So the second ATOG actually protects from the lethal here. Let's see if we can draw something to push through a lethal off this Thraben. Okay, we did not. I think I'm just going to play extra safe here, get down this circle, and just poke for 2 damage. I guess actually I can hit for 4 now. So they're going to sack. I don't really understand that. They're going to fling. Sure. Okay. That's okay. So the opponent's on super low resources right now. I don't really know how they ever plan to win. Like, they're kind of just dead. They would need a lot of thought casts in a row. So let's see what happens. They're going to pass. Okay, I'm going to make their ATOG not be able to block. Now I'm going to smack the face. Then we're going to blast. Nice. Okay. So I think I liked our sideboard plan there. I feel like all the cards that we had in our deck were better than Lightning Bolt. So I think I'm just going to run it back. Okay. So we're back here for game 3. This hand's kind of weak. We don't have a whole lot of action, but we do have a cycling land. I think I might keep. I don't know. Maybe I should mulligan. I should probably mulligan. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan. Yeah, this hand seems a lot better. There's the strands. I think I can actually take a strands here. Strands can protect us from ATOG nonsense. We kind of have everything else we need. We have our little engine here. Now we're just sort of looking for ways to protect ourselves. Oh wow, the opponent missed their second land. That's a big deal for us. Now we just get to develop while they don't. They missed their second land again. Okay, so this is going pretty well. I think I'm just going to go with Alchemist Vial. And Thraben Inspector here. That's where we spend all of our mana. So they're finally going to sack the star. They're going to play a... They found their land and they're going to play Prism. Ooh, they have to move to discard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get 1 damage. Then I'm going to Sky Fisher, pick back up the Vial, and play a bounce land. So we could actually use the Sky Fisher to pick up the Thraben, so that we can turn on our Galvanic Blast. Okay, so the opponent's sort of unlocking their draw now. I'm going to just keep playing this Radiant Fountain. I'll lead with the Vial. And then let's play the Sky Fisher here. So now that we drew all these Ancient Dens, it should be pretty easy to get our Galvanic Blast online when we want it. So I feel no need to pick up the Thraben Inspector. Looks like this is going to get blasted. Sure. Opponent's got the drum. Playing a white card. No, green card. Okay. So I think I will blast this. So we're going to need to go with Vial to get our Metalcraft up. And then we can go ahead and blast. And I really feel no need to hold up strands here. They're really far away from ATOGing us. So I'm just going to go with the Glint Hawk and replay the Vial. So it looks like this might get hydroed. Interesting. So I'm still just going to run the Glint Hawk, pick up the Vial, replay it. Another blast is not bad. I think I'm going to get aggressive here. Actually, if I hold back, the opponent doesn't really have any good attacks. So maybe I'll just do that, try to trade resources. Okay, so they come in with the Forger. I could double block here. But even a Fling would be pretty bad. So I think I'm just going to take 4. Okay, they got another Forger. Okay, we drew Fountain. So let's just play the Fountain. I think I'm actually just going to go with the Guardian here. I'll just hit the face with the Glint Hawk. Pass the turn here. Opponent's got Mirror Enforcer. So that will be able to sort of deal with our Guardian, but we can blast it. And they're going with the attack here. So I'm going to go with the double block. Let's see. If they have a burn spell here, I'll go ahead and Strands, name red. Then we can also flash back the Strands and name green. Just kind of blow them out. This looks like maybe a Fling. Let's see. So they're going to Fling our Skyfisher. That'd be alright. If they Fling our Skyfisher, then we don't actually have to flash back because this guy won't take any damage anyway. And they would have to Fling Mirror Enforcer, which seems rather weak. I don't know if that's that strong. So they're going to Fling the Skyfisher. Oh, they're actually just going to sack the Forger. So there's no target left for their G-Blast, so we can just name green here and take no damage. And there's a Palace Sentinels. So why don't we just blast this, play the Sentinels, and hit the face. I'll leave back the Guardian, just so that we have great blocks. And then I'll play a Garrison. Get to draw an extra card. And this is going pretty well. This is just about game over. Maybe I could have brought in Pyroblasts after seeing Hydros and Thoughtcasts. Maybe 1 or 2 would have been strong. So let's see what happens here. So the opponent goes with Frog Knight. That's okay. So what is this? ATOG here? Sure. So they're not really all that close to flinging us out. So we can just sort of hang back, do our thing. Draw a bunch of cards. Play Vial. Play Inspector. Sacred Clue. Alright, and kind of want to hit with both. Opponent's gonna double block. It's okay. I'll just blast one. They're gonna fling on the Glint Hawk. Sure. I'll pass. Draw a card. We still have the strands up. This is sort of just our safety strands, so that nothing bad can happen to us. So I'm gonna attack with everything. I'll block the ATOG with a bunch of stuff. So they have to sack some artifacts or let their ATOG die. So they're gonna sack an artifact. I'm gonna sack another artifact. And I kind of want to flashback strands named Green, just so that they don't get to draw cards here. Sure. They're gonna blast our guy. I'll name Green. So we did sacrifice a bunch of our board there, but our opponent has even less. And also we top decked Gorilla Shaman. Easy. So I'm going to just blow up this. Blow up this. Play a Glint Hawk. Pick up the Vial here. And replay it. And this is a pretty dominating position. Their Carapace Forger is a 2/2. 2/2 Carapace Forger alert. So that's pretty, it's not what this card's supposed to do. Yep. They just pack it in. So, GG's. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you guys liked me playing a different Pauper deck. It's definitely, I haven't played that deck in a couple years, so it was nice to revisit it. And yeah, thanks for watching.